better way to announce Alberta's first electric vehicle charging corridor than outside on this crisp November morning in Calgary. I would like to begin by acknowledging that we're on Treaty 7 land today. Because this announcement impacts our entire province, we're doing our best to share this event with people across social media, including Facebook Live. So if you're active on social media, please use the hashtag AVLovesEV to share with your network and your friends. Several months ago, our partners from Flow approached us here at ATCO to talk about the possibility of working together in order to bring the latest in EV charging technology to Alberta. Given the success that Flow had had in other parts of Canada with charging corridors, we were excited about the opportunity to partner and innovate with both them, Canadian Tire Corporation, and Natural Resources Canada in order to help bring the future of transportation here to Albertans. And today we're thrilled to share our progress towards seeing that dream realized. There are EV charging stations going up around the province, but this is really the first corridor of its kind in Alberta in order to make traveling around and as well as in and out of the province easier for Alberta's EV drivers. While the station outside is soon to be energized, today we celebrate that we've broken ground and are prepared to have all three fast charging stations powered by our retail business, ATCO Energy, in Calgary, Red Deer, and Edmonton. And we will hope to be operational in a few months. I'd now like to invite Louis Tremblay, President and CEO of our partner Flow, to speak a little bit about his aspect of the project. And after that, we'll open the floor up for questions. Louis and I, along with our teams, are after for a bit of an informal conversation with you to talk to media and any of our guests. So with that, over to you.
Thanks, Wayne. Good morning, everyone. It's a great morning. I feel like home. I'm from Quebec, so I like the cold. I would like also to welcome the representative from the City of Calgary, from the EVAA, the EV Electric Vehicle Association of Alberta, and also all the team from ATCO that helped us to put that together. So as Canada leader in electric vehicle charging, we are very, very glad to be here this morning to announce the deployment of Alberta's first universal charging corridor. These charging stations will be accessible to all types of electric vehicles and will provide a complete charge in as little time as it takes to grab a snack, to stretch your legs, or to do your Christmas shopping at Canadian Tire. This project will greatly improve the electric vehicle charging infrastructure in Alberta. You might not know it, but the province is the fourth largest number of EVs in Canada, and that number is growing. Based on Flow experience in building out charging corridor in other provinces, this new charging corridor will be a strong catalyst for electric mobility. The availability of reliable charging infrastructure is a key factor in driving EV adoption. But even though the technology is constantly improving, most EV are not able to make it from Calgary to Edmonton on a single charge. The corridor we are announcing today will allow EV drivers to travel between those two major cities, knowing that they can make a quick stop midway in Red Deer to fully charge their car. Flow already operates the largest EV charging network in Canada. With the support of ATCO and Canadian Tire Corporation and Natural Resources Canada, we're expanding our footprint in Western Canada, and we solidify our position as Canada's most reliable charging network from coast to coast. As a Canadian company, Flow takes pride in developing products that are made for our country's tough climate. EV adoption requires reliable charging infrastructure that can be trusted in the coldest temperature and in the harshest weather condition. This is the promise built into every charging station on the Flow network. Alberta is transitioning toward clean energy, and more Canadian drivers are experiencing the benefits of going electric. We are proud to be supporting this transition with our partners, ATCO Canadian Tire, and Natural Resource Canada. And together, we're confident this will lead to a cleaner future for all of us. Thank you, everyone, and back to you, Wayne.
That's great. Thank you very much for that, Louis. ATCO has had a long history of bringing energy to Albertans, whether they live in urban areas, rural areas, or on the most remote and isolated communities in our province and in parts of our country. This partnership supports that commitment to serving Albertans in an innovative and sustainable way. ATCO's own clean and efficient and effective energy solutions include solar, natural gas, and hydro in those communities that we are privileged and honored to serve. And as you can see, with the newest member of our fleet outside here today, our new Chevy Bolt, we're also actively working to support the growth of electric vehicles in our operations and in our communities. Earlier this year, we worked with the town of Drumheller to bring a level 2 charging station to that community. We've also built an EV Center of Excellence to help us explore other opportunities around the electrification of transport. Our teams are busy working on upcoming projects across the province, including curbside, highway, home, and workplace EV charging, as well as commercial and bus fleet solutions. As clean technologies continue to evolve, we'll continue to work with our customers, communities, and governments to develop solutions to cost-effectively streamline and transition to a lower carbon future. We know that emerging technologies will reinforce our province as being practical, forward-thinking, and responsible to the changing world around us. And so with that, I'd like to now open up the floor to questions. Please raise your hand if you have a question that says, I think we'll manage through that. Down in the front, Dwight.
Yeah, thank you very much. Very excited about the program. I'm just wondering at each charging location, how many chargers or how many vehicles did you do at once?
There's one fast charger on any site and 2 level 2 chargers. So, and right now there's 1,000 electric cars in Alberta, and as it will scale, we'll be able to double the fast charger on each site.
What's the price for your charge?
Yeah, it's $20 an hour for fast charging and $1.5 for slow charging. But based on our experience, the average session is 20 minutes, so it's pretty decent at around $6.5 per session.
Come on.
If you're not careful, we'll start asking questions.
Yeah. How soon do you plan on getting another charge station?
So I'll just repeat the questions. So how soon do we plan to get the next charging station installed?
Yeah, this one will be the first energized early in January, and the other one will be in Q1. So by the end of March, the 3 fast charger and the 6 level 2 charger will be energized.
Great, in the back.
Are you guys looking to extend out the east-west corridor as well in the future, or just north-south?
So the question is, are we looking to extend out the east-west corridor or just the north-south? Indeed, we are looking to what the potential is to have a corridor from the east to the west. I think we both believe it's very important that we think about charging stations on a corridor basis in order to enable electric vehicles in the province.
I've got another question.
Sure.
Okay, $20 a truck per hour. Okay, you say it's 40 minutes. Okay, so we get charged for 40 minutes, or get charged for an hour.
No, for 20 minutes. It's billed by the second.
Well, by the second.
Anybody else?
In terms of your plan for
So sometimes we are, responsive if a customer wants to put a charger, and sometimes with key partners, we're thinking about deploying our own network, like this corridor, because it's critical. So depending on the needs of the market, we can be proactive or reactive. But our goal at Flow is really to accelerate transportation. So we're there to make it viable and to make it, viable from home to work to other.
And I think I can speak on behalf of ATCO to say, in many ways, we view this as moving out in front of where the market might be in order to help shape and help support the evolution of the market. I think this is a critical part of our innovation strategy to bring new technologies to customers. And so I think the traditional way of thinking about business models, and you need to sort of put that to one side for a moment and think about how you support where we're moving on innovation and technology.
Will the chargers be available 24 hours a day?
The question is, will the chargers be available 24 hours a day?
Of course. Yeah. And it will be reliable too. There's a lot of chargers sometimes that, are not that practical, because sometimes they work and sometimes they don't, but we got 99+% of our time on our charger.
In an emergency that if there was, if it wasn't working or whatnot, what would you do to try to help customers out with that?
It's why we install level 2 charger beside the charger. You can always, top up for an hour and then go to the other charger. That doesn't happen often, but it's why we...
Oh, they run on separate breakers. So.
Yeah, exactly, and they can always charge, to plug-in hybrid that are not doesn't have the fast charging capability.
Yeah, that's really smart. Mine would be able to take advantage of that.
Excellent.
I think there was one for that.
The payment infrastructure, how is that working? Is it prepaid, credit card, debit at the charger? How's it working?
There's different way of paying. You can become a member and order a Flow Access card. So you can tap on the chargers to be able to access. So you have to put money on your account to be able to use the chargers. You can also use the mobile app from Flow to be able to access the charging station. You can do that as a member, or also as someone that you just want to use your credit card with the mobile app and use it for once. We have Americans that sometimes do that. And if you're screwed, you don't have a credit card, you can always call our 24/7 customer service, and they will give you a first free remote access and making sure you're becoming a member so we can serve you on a day-to-day basis.
What's the speed of charging? How many kilowatt hours you actually get out of the charger, both for level 3 and level 2?
Yeah, it's a 50 kilowatt charger, so it can put as up to 50 kilowatt hour in an hour, and the smaller charger are 7 kilowatt. So in an hour they would put 7 kilowatt, and most of EV drivers will do 5 to 7 kilometers with 1 kilowatt hour of energy. Point? No, we don't support that.
Okay. Well, that was good conversation, and thank you very much for the questions this morning. In a couple of minutes, I think we're going to move over to the charging station and the car for some photos. If you'd like to continue to have some questions, and we're happy to continue the Q&A. There's some refreshments on the side here. And I guess I'd just like to thank you for coming, and as we wrap up, again, tell you how pleased we are on behalf of ATCO and Flow to be part of this historic initiative with Canadian Tire and Natural Resources Canada.